Well, I think I skipped last week of this developer stream, so I'm sorry. But here I am this week. And let's make a Minecraft plugin. So 2 weeks ago, we started out on a journey. Whoa! Sorry, but I did not mute myself so I could hear myself. That's awkward. So 2 weeks ago, we started out making a plugin. I showed off how to make one in IntelliJ, and we made a listener, and I showed how you could create specific things and cause different things to happen with events in Bucket. The event system is kind of a solid framework for extending the game. It's kind of fun. What I'd like to do is try and bring a little more structure. I don't know, come up with something that's, I guess the big thing is the sky's the limit with when it comes to development. You really can do whatever your heart desires, and of course there's limitations that you have to recognize when we're working with a platform like Spigot. But of course, if you have an idea that you can't do in Minecraft, take it somewhere else. Take it to Unity, which is an existing game framework. Make your own framework, and that way you're writing the boilerplate code. You're used to it. That can make it a little leaner, a little meaner, a little more performant, provided that your skill is up to par. But if you're just starting, it helps to have a little more structure in place. So working in Minecraft's nice, and there's actually quite a bit you can do thanks to the structure of the game. So what I'm thinking about doing is, I'll just go in here and do a command. I don't like the command framework, but that's okay. I will go into it. So let us, for a moment, grab a command here, and I'm just going to cheat and control copy and paste command structure from another plugin, just for fun. So I was saying I didn't know what I could do, and High Life tells me I can work on my secret project, but I don't know. I don't know if we want to do that. We can show it off, maybe. That'd be kind of fun. Do you guys? I mean, there's a couple of you here. It's just a few people. You guys want to see something secret? Waiting. Maybe we do something secret. Because right now I'm doing this, I don't know. Let's do this. Description initiates brawl. I don't know. I'm coming up with something random. Just because right now I'm flying by the seat of my pants. Learning Java.lol. Let's see here. Usage brawl, and I'll leave that alone. I don't know. We can come back to this. I kind of want to show off something, and I don't know. I think it's gonna be fun. Let's see how this goes. Let's bring Minecraft up. I want to show something off here that I'm working on right now called Gold Rush. That's the first time the name's been mentioned in public. But I'm excited about it. I think it's going to be freaking cool. I think that we're, and he's leaking Gold Rush. Because it's something to get excited about. What we're trying to do, so we haven't released a new game in a while. You guys have noticed. I've heard complaints, all kinds of criticisms, both constructive and destructive. But you're not wrong. We haven't made games. We've been focusing on our back-end framework. As you can see, we've got these cool little things in the lobby to access games. We've got, really, we made an entire UHC system. If I go UHC, you can go in here. You can set up custom games and modify the rules of a UHC. It's quite in depth. We just didn't launch it because it didn't really. I don't know. It didn't seem to be a good project because it's really other people have UHC, other people have these projects that exist, and doing the same thing everybody else is doing is kind of a terrible pattern to fall into. And so we wanted to break out of that, so we kind of just left it there. Yeah, I know, I said the name on the stream. Ha! Oh, I've got a staff bugging me, telling me about how I just terribly leaked our project, but there it is. So I wanted to break out and do something a little more creative. Not that this UHC isn't creative, and you can mess with it, by the way. This UHC is open. Like, you can go in here and start a classic game and play with people. You just have to get people to play with, and I think it works. But anyway, that's just an example of the kind of stuff that goes on behind the scenes that you're not actually aware of. I wish that I could ask you for the benefit of the doubt, but really that's not even fair for me to ask. So I want you to express your opinions and feelings, but try and focus on being constructive. But that aside, what I'd like to show off is, ignore the number of dev servers because there's a lot, is this game. And it's called Gold Rush. Let's go back to the spawn. And I currently have Slaughter's spawn in here and Slaughter's tips because I cloned the Slaughter server to work on Gold Rush, because that makes it easy. But I want to show this off a little. So this is probably not going to be how it works, but I want to show off the basic mechanics of the game and give you an idea of what you're looking forward to, what's coming out, and then maybe work on something for it, like building repair or something, just for fun. So, who do I mine for? I will mine for red. We'll probably name those groups. We're trying to come up with a backstory that's going to be engaging about how two rival corporations or companies have set up mining bases in various maps, and try and make story-based maps with fun objectives. But the basic structure is going to be as follows: test, Gold Rush. Oh, I typed it wrong. Start game 5. Okay. So I have a fancy little test framework that I have for testing things in game. No, you cannot access it. No, you cannot try it. Good luck. But that's how it is. So this tutorial covers the basics of the game. Extract some gold from the nearby mine. Ooh, let's find the mine. Let's see. That doesn't look like a mine. Smelter, no gold to process. Right click to upgrade. Enter to become a miner. I think I am a miner. Oh yeah. I'm going to pretend to be stupid, but maybe I am. Okay, it looks like my XP level is set to 400. I don't know why. But ignore that, because that's not part of the game. So let's extract some gold. And it looks like somebody's going to attack me. I hope not. Oh, so shiny! Miners can carry gold ore without a speed penalty. Okay, cool. So the idea is the idea behind this game mode is that you're going to have a team. You have a base, and the base is very bare. This is, of course, a dev map. I made this, so do not be impressed. Do not, just look at it and gaze in awe at my building skills and construction skills. And hopefully, by the time the game's actually finished and in public, you'll be able to see the talented builders that we have behind the scenes making all of these cool universes. So yeah, there's no trees. Yeah, so if there's anybody who's from Cubion right now, yeah, there's no trees. Sorry guys, I failed at a builder. But anyway, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this gold and no gold to process. Drop gold ore here. And so here's one of the first obstacles that I've got in this game is that I want you to throw gold in lava. And I know that goes against everything you ever imagined. But what happens when you throw gold in lava is that it says that's lava. Boom. Hey, the gold got processed. So it says you get 100 gold per ore that gets split between. Oh, so then I've got these tutorials, and I'm really working on trying to get everything perfect, if that makes sense. So this is why this is one of the projects that's kind of been on the back burner and then to the side. And I want to apply this. I want to start from scratch with Gold Rush, and then move on to Rogue and apply the same level of attention to detail, because I've been trying to keep up with what's going on and what's cool, what's hot, and it's just dumb because I got to go back to making games that we love, and so that's what this is meant to be. Is kind of a, I don't know, I don't want to say come to Jesus, but anyway, so here we go. So for instance, I would upgrade the stone pick. Now, when you upgrade things, it'll upgrade your entire team. And as you can see over here, I've got various buildings. There's a range, there's a barracks. So if I right click here, boom. Also, I want you to appreciate, I'm going to point this out so that everybody appreciates it and doesn't miss it. I painstakingly worked to create a fun little animation for when you get and lose gold. 1 second, so I'll show you this. Just everybody hold your breath. So I'm going to grab a couple more gold ore, because I'm lazy. Actually, I'm not lazy, because if I was lazy, I would go into game mode 1 and steal it. I think I'm not getting very good at FPS. Yeah, I'm getting terrible FPS right now, thanks to the stream. That's okay, though. I think it's okay. Let's see if I can't improve that at all. Well, for now, I'll just do this. So some fun little details about gold ore. This might change, but you'll notice just little mechanics. When you throw that on the ground, there's a countdown that'll start. And if an enemy touches it, it'll break after 5 seconds, because nobody can touch it for 5 seconds to prevent you from being able to throw out gold and destroy somebody. But then if it goes all the way down, you know, whatever, it'll destroy itself. So gold ore is the lifeblood of this game. As you can see, you've got 63 gold, so your smelter's processing. But look over here look over here. Look at this. Look how beautiful that is. I worked so hard to animate that. It's just, you know, one of those things. I'm going to point out how wonderful I am. I'm sorry. I probably should, actually. Let's try that. Video settings. I'll try render distance down to 5. Still getting at 18. I think it's mainly the video capture. But anyway, so let's say I get enough gold to build a barracks. So the idea is going to be this game consists of 3 classes. Well, 4 classes. There's the miner class, which is going to be your support class. It's going to repair buildings and do and mine the gold and, you know, build the economy and all that. You've got your barracks, which is where you've got warriors. So, for instance, if I walk on here, it'll set me to a warrior who has a stone sword and, as you can see, iron armor to start with. So, obviously, the warrior is going to be very handy from the very beginning of the game to go harass the other team's miners, etc. But really just going for simplicity with this. So, as you see, got the archer. So then every single building, every single class is going to have an upgrade tree like this. So on this side we see 50% faster ability regen. We don't know what that is because it says research 50%. This one, spoiler alert, protection 2 iron and sharpness 1 iron sword. So if I go in here and I shift click, you know, right click, I can contribute 50 gold at a time and do that over and over and over and over and over and over again until it's done. But anyway, the objective of the game is going to be to go to your enemy base. I'm going to cheat. And whatchamacallit. Oops. Okay, that's obnoxious. I need to make it faster for me right now because I want to destroy it. Yeah, that's more like it. Now we're talking. I'll do it to a smaller building just for fun. So, I should show this actually. So what'll happen is when the enemy shows up, they can destroy any of these buildings. Boom, there it goes. Building is destroyed. Boom. And actually, if I do this, I'll go team join blue. I can actually see. Oops. I forgot that I would spawn over here. But I can actually see over here it says, oh no! It didn't do it with the item shop. Bug! But normally it would say right click as a miner to repair, but I'll stay on red team real quick. Yeah, Navarre broke it. Blame Navarre. Yeah, I know. Chubby Muffin, I'm sorry. I know. Hacks. I'm going to get banned for those fly hacks. But anyway, I wanted to be here for this because this is the fun part. This is not going to operate the way it does right now, but I just wanted to show it off because it's kind of fun. Just a silly little thing that I did for buildings repairing. Should have happened eventually. We hope. Oh, it might not happen with the shop. I just realized. I don't think it does happen with the shell. Anyway, so the objective is going to be to destroy the enemy base. That's the long and short of this game. So what I want to do is, actually I think for the development, is I want to implement the miner being able to repair a building. So I'm going to go in and we're going to dive into that. And some of that code's going to be, you know, some top secret fun stuff. So I hope you enjoy. And ultimately, I hope we learned something. And we can see how terrible I am. So, let's go back in time. Ooh, that's kind of awesome. Picture in a picture. That's probably exactly why I'm having such an issue, too. I wonder if I can just turn that off. Remove that. Okay. So, I'll keep Minecraft there for now. And let's open Gold Rush. Boo. Happiness. So there's a tutorial. Not very fancy. So what I'd like to do is go in here in my little doodad listener where I deal with doodads. That's my on-swing method. Classy, I know. Jaden, I'm actually just showing off a game that's not out yet. It's called Gold Rush. It's upcoming, and it's going to be fun. But we're actually going to work on it today. I was going to be working on a new plugin in IntelliJ, but YOLO, you know? Why not do something that's a little more engaging, a little more in-depth, and you can see what's coming, get excited, and, you know, tell me about how to not suck. Yep. Let's go down here. Add event handler. So this is what we went over last time, 2 weeks ago. Anyone who was here, we went over how to make what a listener is. But a listener is a class in the Bucket API that is empty, as you see. It's an interface. And what that means is it's something that you can implement as another class to signal to the framework that you're working in that, hey, I can do this thing. That's what an interface is meant to be. An interface is meant to be something declaring that it can do something, and it knows how, and you establish a contract that something can work with something else via an interface so that you can change the code behind on either side, and both of them can anticipate that they can agree on specific functions. So the listener is an empty interface, but it signals that, hey, I've got a bunch of methods with this event handler annotation that you can pick up and attach. But all of that is a little bit more in depth for object-oriented programming that you can get into. But it's, you know, that's how Bucket decided to do it. But yeah, it gets into it sounds a lot more complex than it is. It makes sense, but it doesn't initially. But it's like learning any language, really. So in here, I'm doing an event handler. I want to do on right click, player interact event E. I can go if, so I want to do, what do I do for my left click, the fallen blocks of the doodad. So we're going to go into this damageable doodad, which has a lot of non-existing, let's see here, where's the die method? Die, there it is, okay. So my blocks, destroy the execute, break the blocks. Oh, I think I do that here, meta key. Oh yeah, so I just give them the doodad, the damageable doodad meta key. Okay, that's really easy to do then. So then I go if I think I can do damageable doodad.get e.get click block. Booyah. I actually want it to be a damageable doodad, and we'll just actually we can do that. Okay. So what I've got here is a case of inheritance. I've got a doodad, which is meant to represent an object in the world. That consists of a collection of blocks built into structure. And then I've got a damageable doodad, which is a damageable version of that object. And so this works with damageable doodads. So I want to check if it's a damageable doodad. I can actually just call doodad.get damageable doodad. Then I can just call damageable doodad. Damageable doodad equals doodad, and I'm doing what's called casting. So Java is a type, Java is a language with objects with types, and so I'm right now declaring that this damageable doodad variable is going to be of type damageable doodad, and then converting not even converting, but casting this doodad into a damageable doodad, because if you go into this damageable doodad class, it extends doodad. Now that means nothing to most of you who don't know Java, but just trust me when I say that's important. But it's kind of like you have a general contract of what something's supposed to do, but then you have more specialized versions of that. And so everything in Minecraft is an entity. You're probably familiar with the term entity referring to mobs and creatures, and that's because everything extends entity that's not a block basically in the game. There's a couple exceptions, but ultimately they function that way, and it's through inheritance you can learn things that a lot of modern programming is focused on composition as opposed to inheritance, but it just depends. There's a lot of different camps trying to teach you lots of things, but doodads are important. 24 Fortune, I don't know. I don't think we have any currently upcoming Mindsy 2 build updates, but I know that there are some on the cards. Mindsy 1 is currently waiting on a build update. Well, there's an update that's pending. I'm not going to go into details on it though because it's exciting. But then I can go if damageable doodad is dead. I can go gold player.get e.getPlayer. And so what I have is I have a class here, gold player, that wraps the it extends what's called a player component. This is something in our internal Shotbow structure, but it actually gets attached to your Shotbow player when you join and gets instantiated there, and then creates your scoreboard display and creates a tick task that'll run every tick, testing things and doing all that fancy stuff. So this basically is meant to be the player object, but since we're working with Bucket and the player object is already established, a way to pseudo extend it is to wrap it with something else, and that's what this basically does. Although it's more being attached to the Shotbow player, which the Shotbow player wraps gold player, but that's not too important. Just fancy things on how we work on code. So we were in the doodad listener, and I get the gold player, and I want the gold player because, oops, I want their class. So go in here, gold player. They say if damageable doodad is dead, if gold player get current class, actually I'll do minor, current class, if current class instance of minor, and current class get team equals get name, get team name. So now I'm checking, hey, is the person, so let me just go through here. So this is the player interact event, which is one of the most straightforward, simple events that basically says a player interacted with something. They right click, they left click, they stood on a pressure plate, anything here. And so in that interact, we want to check if there's a doodad. Oh, I want to check if that's actually a doodad. If doodad does not equal null. That was my bad. Because I can't guarantee it's going to be a thing. Oh, and I also want to do an is. Oh, I should probably go in. Okay. If e.getAction equals right click block. So these are all just things that you'll learn over time with the Bucket API. You can learn what's being offered, what's available. You kind of have to decipher a lot of randomness, but you know it's a collection of a lot of people's ideas of the best way to do things. So you kind of just got to roll with the punches and figure out how to make it work and try and follow whatever conventions are best, I guess. But anyway. If.getAction is right-click block, so that guarantees two things. One, the player's right-clicking. Two, there's a block, because I want to make sure there's a block, because there's ways to interact that don't include a block. So, I know this is boring, but bear with me. I promise it'll be fun. If current class is minor, I kind of want to... no, that should be all right. I might want to rework how I check the class, but... damageable doodad. So basically I'm checking if it's a minor and if they're on the same team as the doodad, and they're right clicking a block. If e.hatch has item and e.get and tool type, and this is something that I made. Well, not I made actually. This is from Annihilation, but so we can see we've got just a list of what the things can break and what tool type is what. And so we've got tool type .get from item e.get item equals pickaxe, and that's because the miner can have multiple types of pickaxes. So you want to be ready. Then we are now right-clicking a damageable doodad. So then I'm going to go damageable doodad dot repair, and I'll go options dot repair amount per tool level. Actually, I don't think we want to check for the miner. I lied. We want this to be available for anybody. Oops. We don't want to. We want Gold Rush team. Get team. So I'm gonna do and then change that. Sorry guys, this is the boring part of programming, but it's good stuff to learn. So damageable doodad.repair, repair amount per tool level. You're basically just going to see a bunch of random tools that I've used to make things. This is not a message to gain attention. Repair amount per tool level. Int per tool level. We'll just do 1. And that's the default, and that turns into a config for us. So that's just some of the magic. Yeah, so now I need to create our method called repair in the doodad. So int amount. So let me go to isDead real quick and see. Does that say return? Yeah, so dead is a boolean. Good, because I want to be able to repair its health but keep it as dead. So I can go if health equals math.min health plus amount, comma, max health. And what that does is it says if health plus amount is greater than max health, then it'll choose max health. Otherwise, it's going to choose health plus amount, so it makes it a little bit simpler. But anyway, you go in here, and then so I want to do the health upgrade, and then I go if health is greater than, or health equals, I'll do greater than or equals, just in case. Who knows? Then I think, rebuild. Fantastic. So now what I need to do is add an indicator to this of some kind that will show how close it is to being repaired. But I can do for now. What I can do is I can go damageable doodad get health, old health. Or actually, I can just do this. I can go display util. Display, is that what it's called? Display hook. Yeah, there we go. Display hook dot send action bar. E.get player, comma, dot yellow plus damageable doodad dot get health plus damageable doodad dot get max health. And so what we'll do is we'll go into the game and see how this looks in there. But I think I have to actually, I'll two-string that just for fun, to make it not get mad, because chat color dot yellow plus an integer gets mad. So that should repair. Technically, if I right click, I should probably play some effects though. Particle.fireworks spark. I like the fireworks spark. E.get click block.get location.add 0.5 comma 0.5 comma 0.5, because I like to do it at the actually I might do this. Yeah. Okay. this is happiness. Oh, I need to go get face. There we go. Block face. Okay. And then I don't want critical hit. I'll do firework spark because critical hit's used for when you're damaging. Happiness, and then do sound dot location dot get world place sound location. Yeah, no, I don't have any music. I'm sorry. Happiness. Big explosion of gold. Yeah, I know this is going to be a little bit confusing. Let's just. I'm going to finish this and then I will. See, this is. I'm going to do anvil use. I think. Is that the? I think that's the sound. We'll try that. Let's make it really high and make it not very loud. And I can actually go team.get chat color plus get template name, and I can actually do even more than that, string utils dot capitalize to make it look pretty, plus chat color dot gray plus. Now you can see where you're at repairing it. I'm probably going to do something bigger, so that's a placeholder just so we can know if it's working. But we'll see. So I'm going to build this. I will copy it to the server. I will reboot, and we will see how we go. Copy to the server. Oh, I don't think I have any IPs there, so we're good. I was just like, oh crap, what if I show off IPs? Okay, 1 second here. Gonna go black. Precisely because I need to get this updated. Deploy to the server. And this is a good time for questions. Anybody got any questions? I'm going to assume that means no questions. I'll do you. Ooh, need to move you down. Order down. There we go. Okay, so dev Gold Rush, let's see if this works, shall we? Yeah, basically, it's me hacking Shotbow's hidden game modes that I'm making. It's totally hacks. So I go test. I'll go team join red. Oops. Test. Gold Rush, add gold 5,000. Yeah, I know, I'm a cheater, I'm sorry. And then let's do this. Let's build the tavern. We'll build the, yeah, Laser showing off secret things on stream. That is absolutely accurate. Was going to do something lame, decided to do something not lame. We'll just get those building. Okay. So, now I'm going to join the blue team. Because, you know, blue team is awesome, apparently. GM1 because I'm a cheater. But yeah, this is all just showing off the mechanics of it, but I'll show you how all that code fits together, hopefully. So let's see if this works. Oh! Oh! Let's see if it's throwing any errors. No, it's not throwing any errors. What did I do? Huh. Maybe I didn't actually upload it. Dang it, I was so excited to show it off. If I was to make an annihilation map, I don't make maps, Toa. I recognize the limitations of my abilities. I mean, this is the map I made for Gold Rush. Take a look. in all its glory. Oh, hey, yeah, oh, this is running the old code. Okay, but anyway, that's the rebuild animation. Kind of awesome. Makes it fun. But anyway, yeah, just behold this map in all its glory. This is the test map for Gold Rush, so it's not very good. I've made some. I mean, I made I think Temple in Ghostcraft. I made a Temple in Smash as well, which is based on Hyrule Temple. But I've never been very talented at that stuff. I'm gameplay oriented, so it makes it nice. But yeah, so basically the broken building. I don't know that I actually deployed the code I thought I did. So here's the fun part. Since I don't have a way to debug live with this, what I tend to do is do the rubber ducky debug method, which is where you basically send a bunch of things. So I'll go player.send message. You clicked a block. Yay! And then in here I'll go, it's a damageable doodad. Yay! And then I'll go in here and I'll go, it's dead. And then I'll know immediately. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, you know what? That's why I can't repair it. Ha! I just looked at the code and I realized why I can't repair it. Are you ready for this? You ready for this? Oh yeah. Anybody know? Wait 1 second. Let's pause for a moment and appreciate this. Anybody know why I can't repair it right now? Because my friends, am on the wrong team. Ha! Oh, dang it! I thought I fixed it. I thought that was it, but apparently not. So I'm going to take a look here. Huh. Am I still checking for minor? I don't think so. I thought all of these had the... That makes me sad. I thought I had to be on the other team, but apparently not. So apparently I just suck. Everybody knows. This is what coding with me is like. I don't know if it's better with other people. What I know is that I am happy. Okay, team I get named equals damageable doodad get team name. It's from your team. So this is just, I mean, this is very rudimentary. Normally you'd want to do a debugger and step in. I mean, normally you'd write an automated test, so you'd never have to do a debugger. You'd have something that would go through and test it for you. But no, it was the right tool. Let me try with a 1 sec. Let me try that just real quick, just in case. I'll try it with a wooden pick. But it should be the right tool because it says it's pickaxe. I think I'm just terrible. That's all. Join red. Let's try this. Nope. Not working. Okay, so let's get this. You have a pick. It should be working. Okay, so we're probably not going to get to that point. But I'm going to go ahead and... oh, you guys don't see all of my debug text. I should probably show that, huh? Because I'm talking about it. Let me move you up. Ah, there we go. Minecraft can move up too. I'll just move it down into the corner here. Wow. Okay, so back to Gold Rush. So over here, I've added a bunch of really terrible debug text here. Just to try and figure out why I can't repair, right? Because I probably did something really, really stupid. And I'm trying to look at, so we can evaluate this logic. I've got an if statement here. If it's a right-click block, I get the player and send them a message, you clicked a block. We grab a doodad from the block. Let me go ahead and check real quick. Damageable doodad in death, in its die method. We go in here, the on destroy. We use my little block breaker here to break the blocks. And I've got a fixed metadata value, meta key, and the meta key gets applied to the following blocks. Oh, you know why? It's that's why. I don't think I keep it when it's on the ground. On land, if it's this, dude. Okay, so then I can go e.getBlock.set metadata. There we go. Doodad.metakey, comma, new fixed metadata value. Then I tend to do goldrush.i for my plugins. Some people don't, some people do. It just depends on what they want to do. give it a doodad. So that should fix it right there. And then I need to go into my damageable doodad repair. This is using Bucket's metadata system. I'm a big fan of it. It's kind of awesome, but the scope of the metadata is not managed very well, and they admit it in the API that you have to manage the scope. So you can end up with some pretty easy memory leaks. So what I want to do is I want to go in here and go, do I have a play rebuild in? And that's what I want. Not pull. Oh, I actually want to do a different meta key. Okay, so we'll do this. We'll go fallen block. And we'll call this fallen meta key, just for fun. Because I don't want to have necessarily the same one. So then I'll actually, instead of doing that, I'll go fallen meta key. That sounds awesome. So now you get all of my fanciness. So then we're going to go in here and we'll make this a fallen meta key. And then I'm going to go in here and I'm going to actually go if e.get clicked block.has metadata damageable doodad fallen meta key. And then we know it's a damageable doodad because of that. Then I'm going to just go down here and go doodad equals e.get click block.get metadata meta key get at 0 value. Boom. And the only reason why I can do this particularly is I know I'm only going to be putting one there, and these are contracts I have to establish for myself. There's ways to wrap this complexity so you don't have to have this kind of a ugliness there. And I'll look into refactoring it later, but for now I just need to get it to work. So fallen meta key, then we get that damageable doodad comes out of it. Fantastic. So now I can go in here and I'll build, upload, and carry on. I don't even know what I'm humming. Okay, let's stop this, and it'll start right back up in a second here. And we'll see if I can get it repairing. If I can get it repairing, that'd be great, right? You got to understand the pressure I'm under. I'm sitting here on a stream in front of 55 people. You know, imagine 55 people were sitting there staring over your shoulder as you're writing code. It's, it's one of those fun experiences. Though I do highly recommend it. Keeps you humble, because then you have to think about everything and second guess yourself. Oh, looks like it is starting up. Okay, just got impatient. Okay, so I'll go red, map, select, come over here, do my test at gold that I typed earlier, because I'm a cheater. And let's get our diamond pickaxe again, and we'll see if I actually can succeed at demonstrating the awesomeness. I think I can start destroying it right now. Totally can. But yeah. It's not even done building. That's awesome. Too bad. Okay, so if I switch back to the other team, I should. No. Oh, yay! Oh, I need to multiply it by the tool level. That's going to be really obnoxious. But it does work. Gotta click faster than it normally repairs. Anyway, as you see, we sort of have building repairing. But yeah, it works. It's just way too slow. But at least I know now, because I meant to actually, because as you see, so I repaired it by goldrush.options on repair amount per tool level. Then I want to do times tool level dot get level e dot get item, and that, and then I want to do dot value. There we go, and that'll give me 1, and so I can actually go in the config and make that 10 per tool level or whatever. But yeah, so that's, you know, of course a lot of this is tough as far as like a tutorial. This isn't necessarily tutorial material. It just kind of shows you this is my actual development process. And I mean, I do stuff like this all the time, which is terrible to admit. I know some of my fellow developers out there might be judging me, but I think you're also just as guilty as I am. So let's all burn in hell together. Burn in development hell. So that's, you know, that's the moment there where we make a feature and we see it in game. It's kind of an awesome thing. Oh wow, that something happened there. Enter to become a rogue. I think it wants me to enter to become a rogue. But that's the kind of fun stuff, is that when you have a lot of systems that interact, you want to make them interact well. And the rogue's fun because you can disappear and your XP bar goes down. You know, kind of the common stuff you expect. But yeah, system.out. Yeah, of course, right? System.out is handy. No, yeah, Gold Rush maps are not going to be very big. They're going to be, I mean, pretty concise. Some of the objectives we're going for with this is simple, straightforward gameplay. We want everything to be in game. If we do add anything purchasable with XP, it'll be cosmetic. We want it to be competitive. We want it to be fun. We want it to be engaging, and kind of a return to our roots of just making games, you know. And I'm really excited about it. But just to show off this upgrade system, if I upgrade these bows, as you can see, it immediately turned on that, which unlocked that. So then if I upgrade that, it'll now tell me, oh, I need to research the other two first. So I got to research that, and then, oh, it just says research that one faster. Oh, apparently that's 100% faster bow charge. There you go. Today I learned. But anyway, it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really excited for the mode. I think it's going to be awesome. Just to show off the archer right now, we have it so that when you pull back, it'll... Oh, there we go. It's charging now. So as you see, you've got a little charge that it charges up. Boom. One more and he should be dead. One more and he should be dead. Ah! Yeah. So anyway, that's Gold Rush. I showed off a little piece just to show you what goes into making a feature like the repair. If the code is made, I don't know. I consider this decent. It's not as pretty as it could be, but I think the structure of it is pretty clear. You can see I've got, you know, my gold player I get out of the player, the damageable doodad I get out of the block, and then I work with both of them, grab out their features that I need, and grab what I can to, you know, play off the material, the effects and stuff, and maybe refactoring this out into some sort of an effect utility or something instead of having to hard code it in this listener. But you know, there's things you can do to improve your process there. But I just wanted to show you kind of what goes into these games. I think it's easy to take for granted what's in front of us and forget what's underneath. And it's, you know, I hope that you enjoyed this, both sneak peek at Gold Rush and you know, just a little bit of, I don't know, entertainment. But yeah, so as far as new games, Gold Rush should be here at some point. I don't know when it's going to be finished, what it's going to look like. It might look nothing like what it looks like right now. This is just an idea of where it's at. And then after this, I do want to place the same amount of attention onto When in Rogue. But so I hope you have something to look forward to. I'd like to do a little more of this kind of a thing. I don't know. I think it's fun, it's awesome, and it's informative. So I don't know. You can let me know what you think in the YouTube comments and on the forums and things. But I think ultimately let me just show you the payoff here. If I join the blue team, you can see the smelter, the glorious smelter. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, it's dying, it's dying, it's dying. Soon. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's good. That's satisfying, right? But anyway, we ended up with pieces all the way over here. That's so awesome. So anyway, that's Gold Rush. I hope you're excited. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be intense. Ideally we'll want competitive matches to be 30 minutes or less, and it's just going to be good. Yes, it was a little intense of a reaction, wasn't it? All good. Have a wonderful day. Oh man, Apple, you got here late. You showed up an hour late. You'll have to check it out on YouTube. I think it'll be there. I don't know. But we will see how it goes. Have a fantastic day, and thanks for joining.